trouble at Ubisoft after the Assassin's Creed Shadows failure. It's gotten real quiet out there with Ubisoft. We saw that the shares drastically dropped. They announced this new company that kind of like, it reeks to me. Let me know if you guys agree with this. It reeks to me like a scam, right? It seems like these guys tried to pull the equity out of the company, pull these properties out of the company, form another LLC to where they're kind of protected, and just yank everything that's valuable out, and then get this injection by Tencent that was like $1.3 billion so they could pay themselves. Is that what happened here? I mean, am I off base on thinking that this seems like semi, fraudulent? I mean, I don't know. It's not, I don't know the legalities of any of this stuff, but it's just got my spider senses tingling on this. So Ubisoft shareholders seem to feel similar. They launch a legal battle against the company, demanding the renegotiation of the Tencent deal after many of the big properties got pulled out here. This is very interesting stuff. So please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in gaming news. This is your most trusted name of gaming news, Fandom Pulse, right here, guys, and I really appreciate you for being here. Please go to the description below and sign up. We cover all the news of the day in pop culture. We've got books, video games, movies, TVs, comics, tabletop games, celebrity, and culture for you. And we're doing like 8 to 10 articles a day, sometimes more. We really, really work hard for you. We're doing it full-time, John Trent and I. And I appreciate you all for reading. We've had a huge growth over the last several months since we started this, and we do need your support. So please sign up there. If you want to grab a paid membership, that'd be amazing. It's only $5 a month, and it does support us doing this full-time with zero advertising so that we don't have to be beholden to companies and go for that, access like a lot of the other journalist outlets do. We're trying to tell the truth in what's going on, and it's all because of people like you that we can do it. Thanks again. It's in the description below. All right, Ubisoft shareholders, including AJ Investments and other minority shareholders, announced they have launched a legal battle against the company and are demanding a renegotiation of the recently announced deal with Tencent. At the end of March, Ubisoft announced it had created a new subsidiary that would house its Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six brands. Along with these IPs and their back catalogs, the new subsidiary would also become the new home to Ubisoft's development teams based in Montreal, Quebec, Sherbrooke, Sanguinet, Barcelona, Sofia, and any IP they currently have in development. So everything's moving over from this point further, and Tencent gets this large percentage of it. The creation of the subsidiary was announced after the company made a deal with Chinese investor and developer Tencent, who would invest 1.16 billion euros, or about $1.3 billion, into the subsidiary in exchange for 25% of it. Since the deal was announced, Ubisoft stock fell 26%. Oof. Hit a high of 1448, interesting number, on March 28th, and has since, I guess it's not 1488, would have been the interesting number, but whatever, since to 1065. So huge drop-off at that point. Now, in a press release shared with Insider Gaming, AJ Investments announced it and a coalition of shareholders have initial legal proceedings in France. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it feels really scammy, doesn't it? And I guess the investors are feeling the same way if they're trying to sue over this. This is pretty wild. The company added it is demanding that a French court compel Ubisoft to convene an extraordinary general meeting so that shareholders can vote to have Ubisoft renegotiate the Tencent deal and distribute an extraordinary dividend. And it wants both Tencent and Guillemot Brothers holdings to be barred from the voting, which makes sense on that level. Specifically, it wants the Tencent deal renegotiated because shareholders have no clarity as to how the deal was announced last week that will eventually benefit shareholders or Ubisoft, because it won't. It's going to benefit Tencent. The company elaborated that due to the stock price falling more than 20%, signals a clear verdict from investors that the proposed deal is deeply flawed, structured to bypass mandatory public offer rules, and designed to entrench control by the Guillemot family, who now holds less than 10% of the company's economic interest. They got a big payout here. As for the distribution of an extraordinary dividend, it allows shareholders to get 23 per share in cash and allows them to avoid further asset sales or dilution that it claims would not deliver value to shareholders. Interesting on this level. Finally, the company stated that the shareholders should choose whether Ubisoft sells its core IPs to Tencent as a whole or sells them at a 25% stake in a subsidiary that was already announced. That they didn't have the shareholders consulted in this is a big deal. And of course, with Tencent already, this is what's interesting on this. Tencent owns 49% of Ubisoft common stock as it is. So with the Guillemot brothers and the like, they have a majority shareholder vote. And this is like, it seems like a weird insider collusion against other investors. it seems like they almost want to take this company private and want to operate this like a private company. It's very odd stuff on this level. But this just shows that there's bad signs at Ubisoft. Everything's been going very, very poorly. Everything over the last few years. There was a rumor that Assassin's Creed was designed this way to tank intentionally so that they could tank the share prices, so that they could set up something like this. I don't know how much validity there is in that, but the timing seems very, very suspect. That all this stuff was happening. It was going very, very poorly for the company. Sales are not there. 3 million players, right? Whatever that means. And that the game interest has pretty much died in the process. And that was their big deal. That probably cost $1,000,000 to make, and this is where we're at today. So if you look at the Steam charts and you look to Assassin's Creed Shadows, where are we at this point in the third week of this? We've had an all-time peak 11 days ago in its second week of 64,000 players. It's already down to 23,000 players. A third of players have checked out of this game at this point. This is pretty wild that it's gone and had that big of a drop-off. It shows that there is not legs for this. It's not going to keep going. It's not going to keep making Ubisoft money. They're in big trouble on this brand, and they're going to have a giant just write down at the end of the day on this. And that's what they're expecting already. This came out 13 hours ago as well. Ubisoft Leamington, which we knew was going to be ditching because of all the problems. After many incredible years, we want to share the news that Ubisoft Leamington has officially closed its doors. We're beyond grateful to our talented team whose creativity, passion, and dedication have left a lasting mark on the games we created, the memories we've shared, and the community we built in Leamington. As a part of this transition, we'll be merging our account with Ubisoft Reflections, where you can continue to stay up to date with the latest news and developments from our UK team. For those of you who are in and around Leamington, you'll still see our remaining team around town at local industry events. Yeah, our remaining team. The rest of them are looking for work, my friends. But thank you for being a part of this journey. We truly appreciate your support. So yes, the layoffs have begun, not even 11 days after its peak of gaming for Assassin's Creed Shadows. You know that things are not going well. As much as the media told you it's a great game, I think IGN rated it a 9 out of 10. There was not a breakout hit here. It performed worse than Dragon Age the Veilguard, which is ridiculous. They inflated their numbers by claiming that they had a bunch of players rather than actually a bunch of sales. And if you looked at their behavior, they went out there attacking Elon Musk, attacking Grums. You could tell that they were frustrated from their social media accounts. I've never seen a professional company like this act like that in all of my days in gaming. We've seen some smaller accounts do it. We've seen some personal accounts do it, but to do it from the official Assassin's Creed account was absolutely wild. And it speaks to me that everything's going very, very poorly for everybody involved. The only people who seem to be getting out alive are the Guillemot brothers themselves, who just got this major cash injection against other shareholders' wishes. And it seems like they're just spinning off all these assets and trying to just reap money on the back end. And guess who's going to profit? The Chinese, like always. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Sign up for the Phantom Pulse Substack, guys. We have a lot of free articles every day, and that's great. We really, really, really need paid support, though. Please consider sending $5 a month our way, guys. It's not much whatsoever, and it helps us tremendously to do this full time for you guys. I appreciate you, and we'll be back soon.